here for his team's 4-0 loss against Arsenal in an FA Cup not so long ago. Prince William.
Chelsea getting Hakim Ziyech ready. James. Entering the part of proceedings where players start thinking how costly a mistake might be, but how valuable a goal might be. Oh, that was nearly it. Luis Diaz, who started the game as the most dangerous attacker, nearly finished the game Liverpool's way.
There again you see Antonio Rudiger is playing as a left back here, and Diaz just gets the other side of him. It's a good first touch. Mane plays in the ball, great weight of pass. Mendy would say he probably had it covered, but he tried to go across the goalkeeper. Rudiger would have got a block in, so it was the right choice by Diaz to go into the near post.
The goal got very much on the outside of it. Alexander-Arnold switching the play superbly to Thiago. Diaz also switching the play to Milner. Oh, it's the post again for Andy Robertson. Liverpool twice on the cusp of winning the FA Cup. Diaz got Chelsea on the ropes here. Chalobah picks himself up, and Chelsea got to pick themselves up. Stuart Robson.
Well, what a chance that was for Robertson coming round the back. Made the right run. Cross was a good one. Some tired players out there.
Substitution for Chelsea, leaving the field number 10, Christian Pulisic.
Well, 2 years ago, Christian Pulisic scored and gave Chelsea a lead in a game they eventually lost. And here's Andy Robertson, who's so good at getting in at the back post.
He has to score, doesn't he? He has to score. What a pass that was from James Milner.
Romelu Lukaku. On comes Hakim Ziyech, certainly not like for like.
Well, Ziyech had a really good spell in January, February when the FA Cup started, and he was their key player. Saw him against Plymouth where he was outstanding.
No support from referee Pawson.
Well, they won't get a more clear-cut opportunity than that one for Robertson. The cross from Milner was inch perfect. He actually came off his shin in the end rather than the inside of his boot.
There is Robertson trying to get forward, only on to the head of Thiago Silva. Chalobah trying to launch it up in the air. Head off by Pulisic. And Allison had a good starting position. Players looking like they don't want extra time, they want to win it in the here and now. Free kick for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold carrying the ball, Mason Mount chasing him.
Well, on first viewing, it looked as though Mason Mount had done everything right on first viewing. This might tell us something different. No, he does everything right. He pokes the ball away from Trent Alexander-Arnold, who then kicks him in the calf.
3 minutes plus added time. Van Dijk forced a bit wider than he expected. Couldn't do anything with it.
Well, you'd think the one thing that Jurgen Klopp wouldn't want would be extra time with a couple more league games, the Champions League coming up. Thiago. Now Diaz taking on Chalobah. Did well to stay with him, and the cutback was well covered. Well, you have to get a lot of praise for Thiago Silva. He was injured early on in the game, didn't look as though he could carry on. And some of his defending, his reading of the game has been brilliant today. Robertson, that's too close to the goalkeeper. No time for a fumble for Mendy. There wasn't one. Of course, went to the last knockings of extra time in the League Cup final. Mendy was replaced by Kepa Arrizabalaga. A move that didn't work out. They'd done it before, Chelsea, and it had worked out. But I don't think Thomas Tuchel will be thinking about doing that today. I'd be very surprised. Alexander-Arnold, one-on-one with Mount. Chelsea's ball, Jurgen Klopp doesn't think so. Chalobah. Usually the last game of the season because of the COVID problems. Getting the structure of English football back on track. Not quite the occasion this time, but I'm sure it will go back to that. But it's certainly a game for gladiators and for the shrewdest of managers, Tuchel and Klopp. They've discussed football long into many a night in their native Germany. Both will be concerned here. Klopp that his player's got the speed. His player is Luis Diaz. And he tries to place it. And it just didn't go back in. As we go into 3 added minutes, Stuart. Well, credit again to Thiago Silva. Yes, he couldn't stop Diaz getting the shot away. Yes, he couldn't stop Diaz running down the side of him. But he did so well to hold him up here. Injured. An aging player, but still a very good player. Made him come back on his right foot. He just can't bend it round on target, can he? Diaz, who's been excellent throughout the game. He's looked a real threat. The only thing missing has been his finishing.
Well, that sums up. Jurgen Klopp felt didn't need any words. Been so close to his team that Chelsea can stay the same. And it is so like the Carabao Cup final. They have gone at it. Been no cautious play. Very little soft pedalling in the game, really. Just trying to keep possession. It's not Liverpool's way to do that at all.
Yeah, on occasions Chelsea have tried to slow the game down because they were being outplayed.
Off goes Alexander-Arnold. Has Chelsea been called out here? Maybe. No. Mendy was on his toes, literally and metaphorically. Not now, but Alexander-Arnold was very quick thinking. There he goes.
Just overhits the cross, doesn't he? Very difficult for Diaz to do too much with that up against Chalobah. There's the challenge from Mendy. Has to get it right. Nate jumping over the challenge in the end. I presume he wasn't trying to win a penalty.
Mendy bounced up. You can definitely presume he won't want to be substituted for any reason. There he is, Kepa. Pondering, I guess.
I'm not sure he would want to be brought on after the last experience.
Oh, you always want to play, don't you? Especially in a final at Wembley, whatever the experience is. Jota. James responded, and he goes to Robertson. We're into the last few seconds of regulation time, and Milner trying to make sure Chelsea can't relax on the ball. Craig Pawson looks at his watch. Hasn't blown the final whistle yet. A bit of added time to added time. We go to extra time in the 2022 FA Cup final. In terms of clubs, it's a repeat of the League Cup final. In terms of the scoreline and indeed the nature of the match, Stuart Robson.
Well, it's certainly been another good game. Both sides have had their chances. They've had moments of domination. Liverpool early on, then Chelsea at the start of the second half. But the finishing hasn't quite matched the build-up play. And the goalkeepers have both had good games as well. Should be a good last 30 minutes here.
0-0 after 90.
So we head to extra time. Who'll be more relieved, I wonder? Liverpool will not have wanted this extra time with big games to come. What did you make of all of that, Clive?
I just thought it was another fantastic game between these two sides. They play great games and don't score any goals. There's opportunities passed up. I think it's been exciting, and I think there's some drama still to come, Dave.
Well, let's take a look at the brief highlights of what we saw in the 90 minutes. Players getting ready. Well, the woodwork was certainly tested. That width